Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. In my lifetime, I can only recall two men who I love to hear their voices, and that was Barry White and Morgan Freeman. Oh man, you want to talk about deep, rich, melodious voices. But then there is someone whose voice beats theirs. Like somebody got more of a deep, mellow voice than theirs. Yes, and you know where we're going to find it. We're going to the scriptures, of course. And today, we're going to be talking about thunder. Thunder? What does thunder have to do with a voice? Well, we will find out. So, grab your Bible. All set. Let's go first to Psalms 18 and verse 13. And it said, "The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. Hailstones and coals of fire." But I don't want you to concentrate on the hailstones and coals of fire. I want you to concentrate on the fact that it said, "The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded." So here we're finding out that thunder is God's voice. Then we can also go to Job. Let's go start at Job 37 and 2. And it says, "Listen closely to the thunder of his voice and the rumbling that comes from his mouth." Wow. So when we hear all that loud thunder, as we call it, that's the voice of God speaking. And some people will say, "Oh yeah, when you hear thunder, you know God is mad." Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. But we'll continue on. Then we're going to go to Job 37. We're still in Job 37, but drop down to verse number 4. And it says, "Then there comes a roaring sound. He thunders with his majestic voice. He does not restrain the lightning when his voice resounds." And we know most of the time when you hear that thundering, sooner or later it's going to be a flash of lightning go across the sky. If you need more proof, let's continue on here. And we'll go to Jeremiah. That's Jeremiah. See, I switched books on you. So let's go Jeremiah 10 and 13. And it says, "When he thunders, the waters in the heavens roar, and he causes the clouds to rise from the ends of the earth. He sends lightning with the rain and brings the wind from his storehouses." So, once again, the voice of God, it controls things. It can do things that we have no imagine. And we can't imagine the things that God can do with his melodious voice. But then, getting back to where I said, Sometimes people say, oh, when you hear thunder, God is mad. He's angry. Well, that's, I won't say not true. But let me tell you what he did do with his voice. Let's go to 1 Samuel, the 7th chapter, verse 10. That's 1 Samuel, 7th chapter, verse 10. And it says, as the Philistines drew near to fight against Israel, Samuel was sacrificing the burnt offering. But that day, the Lord thundered loudly against the Philistines and threw them into such confusion that they fled before Israel. So, as the word says, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of an angry God. So, if you want to say sometime thunder means God is angry, I guess you can say that. But remember this, that God doesn't want to use his might and his power for anger against us. He always wants to show us love. But are we always in a position for love and kindness? Or sometimes do we need to hear that loud thunder so we can receive a hard love?